From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 50, it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
Here we go, son. Mike 27, lady. Cut. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. It's a party now. Whoa. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second and 11 now. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You ain't going nowhere, lady. Check 25, check 25. Red 80. Check 24. Red 80. Check, lady. Check.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Martinez operating from the gun. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Martinez from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Operating from the gun, Martinez. He completes it to Jones. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 1st down, Beasley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Martinez. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's coming. He's coming.
To throw is Martinez, operating from the gun. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Martinez to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Jets 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards on the ground.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. First down and goal.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They come out here in the eye. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Going for it with Sanders. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Martinez now. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. 92 yards. And the Packers are able to stret
So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Kill, turn up. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, let's get this. Hey, wahoo. 27.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, it's caught by Coleman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on.
Here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Mike, the lady. I'm coming.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Sanders. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
I smell fear in that offense. Check. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 11. Here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 11.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
He's checking, he's waiting. Check. It's up. Patch it. Ready. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Martinez to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out. Undercross.
Martinez looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we have come to halftime at what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Boswell set
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go, let's go. Check 9, check 9. Check 52.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Kill.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll go again to Jones. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Slam.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Tackles. 52. 52's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Second and 11. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
No, check that. We don't like this. We got to get the ball. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch twist.
Now Martinez from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's 4th. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now Sanders. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Check nickel.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Three down. Three down. Three down. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Lady. Night. Mike 27. Hey, Charlie. 27. Check the touch.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, orbit. Mike 12. Mike 12.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Mike, 54, Mike, 54. Check pass.
To throw is Martinez, operating from the gun. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant, quick out.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Here's Martinez throwing on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards, first down, Packers. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Martinez now to throw on second down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Martinez. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the end zone, here's Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We're going to sign. 27, check Mike, 27. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Banjo, 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 banjo. Mike, 27.
Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, high 7. Check Mike, 27. Man, 80. Watch the slant. Shift.
Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge